Well, Windows 7 is out, and Apple's and Microsoft stock has dropped. Surprise, surprise. Did anybody actually think this was going to be any different than Vista? How many times do I have to say it, guys? A donut is still a donut, no matter how much glaze you put on it. And Windows is still Windows, no matter how much different you make it look. 70% of their users are XP users, and you can't upgrade from XP to Windows 7. I'm not saying it's not best to do a wipe, but I'm just saying you don't even have that option. They're like alienating 70% of their users. I'm still hearing videos, well, I'm still getting viruses and this and that and the other, and now Windows has got a free antivirus, and I always contend you get what you pay for, and when you get something free, you get what you pay for. Shit. And I have a feeling that we're going to hear a lot of the same old complaints about Windows 7 that we have Vista. It's not going to change, people. I know you all want Windows to succeed. I know the economy needs it to succeed. And I know there's Windows fans out there, but it's time to accept when you're defeated. Okay? You might have a cool i7 machine that outruns most Macs as far as performance, otherwise, whatever. But what you don't get is you're still running Windows, so you lose. Windows is dangerous. It's insecure. It's very hackable. And even though it's gotten better, it's still Windows. I hear these noobs saying all the time, oh, Mac OS X don't have the viruses Windows does because it don't have the market share. You know, and I've screamed this for years and years and years and years and years and years that OS 9, the operating system before OS X, in case you guys don't know, OS 9 had 3 times as many viruses as OS X's got. Yet it had 3 times less market share. So that's proof that it has nothing to do with market share and all about the nature of the operating system. Okay? Nobody's going to get excited and go all crazy about Windows 7 because it's still just stinking Windows. What about all these people who have netbooks? XP was shipped on all these netbooks, and you're telling me they don't give people an upgrade option? No upgrade option? 7 versions? 7 fucking versions? I heard you should get the starter version. That's what I heard, because it's the most stripped down version. It's the lightest, and it's going to be the fastest. But I don't know about graphic ability and DirectX 10 or 11 or whatever god dang outrageous number they're on now. Because that's another thing. You got DirectX, you don't have OpenGL like Mac uses OpenGL. They use their own proprietary graphics language. You know, if they used OpenGL, guess what? Everybody could play. Yeah, Microsoft released games inside OpenGL. It'd make it a lot easier for everybody to play. But they don't want to do that. They want to keep their lock on the market. And even though I've proved in my videos that Macs can absolutely game with almost the best PCs, you still got those guys saying, well, I can custom build this kind of PC and do SLI or quad graphics cards, and I can get this much more graphic or frames per second, and I can do it at this little bit more resolution. Okay, whatever, maybe you can. But the Mac, with the hardware that it ships from, will play 100% of the games on the market, especially under boot camp. Even if you're not going to be able to do it at a 3K res on high settings. It's just, Windows 7 is an epic fail. Am I meaning to insult anybody when I say that? Absolutely not. Am I meaning to insult the die-hard idiots who stand behind Windows even when they know it's dangerous? Maybe. You know, Windows is dangerous, people. I spend way too much time, keep way too much information on my computer to be using an operating system that is that dangerous. I'm serious. I mean, I don't know if it's FUD or if it's the truth, but the public is scared to death of Windows. They're scared to even get online without an antivirus software. And most people will tell you not to. I mean, come on, people. Do you want to be trusting your financial information and all that private information you have on your computer to something that has to have an antivirus on it, that has to have security software on it? Do you really, really want to go that route when you can get a Mac and be as secure as you want to be and not have to worry about all that stuff? Wake up one morning and go on vacation for a week and come back and say, oh God, I forgot to update my antivirus software, now I'm screwed. Or you get hacked or something via some email. I don't know. I mean, I'm not up to date on what everything can happen. And you all can argue for your custom PCs and your overclocked PCs, and I can do this with Windows and I can do that with Windows. I'll keep my 27-inch quad-core iMac i7, be virus-free, spyware-free, hack-free, and loving life. Don't you understand? $2,400, I get 27 inches worth of computer, an i7 with 4 physical and 4 virtual cores with 8 in all. I'll get 4 gigs of RAM and an ATI 4850, and the peace of mind of knowing that I'm on a Mac and safe. I get the build quality. It's worth the extra expense for the peace of mind that I get. My computer is way too important to me and my family to run a shoddy, gang-bang operating system full of spaghetti code like Windows 7. You can just see it sprouting tentacles, feature tentacles all over the years from the time they first started using this code. Now it's just like a big ball of spaghetti with little code tentacles stretching out everywhere. And it's just absolutely unruly, it's ungodly, it's insulting that a company the size of Microsoft don't at least try to put another operating system out, make a Unix-based OS. Have 2 OSs. Who cares? You know, you got the money, right? Come on. If people don't want to buy it, then stop manufacturing it after a few years. But develop a Unix-based OS and throw it out on the market. See how people take to it. Do something. Don't just give us the same old stuff over and over and over. I mean, under the hood, I will contend and argue that Snow Leopard has just as much, if not more, done to it under the hood of Windows 7. Windows 7 has just changed, just given a lot of little unique UI tweaks and looks and stuff. And some people say it's got better with this and it's got better with that, but I haven't seen any proof of that. Oh, it's a lot more secure than it used to be. Well, it's a lot less hacker-friendly than it used to be. Well, then how come I still hear reports of people getting viruses every day, people getting hacked every day, people recommending this virus software every day, Microsoft actually coming out with their own antivirus software? It's so bad. Like, goddamn, boys, we got to do something because people think we're just being lazy and not doing anything, so let's just make our own antivirus software. We have to do something. I mean, this is the type of operating system you want to trust your life to in 2010. My life revolves around my digital era here, my little digital area. This is my life here, my financial information. I bring money in with this. It's a lot of me nowadays, and I'm sorry, that's just too much to trust to a shitty operating system like Windows 7. Something that hasn't changed over the past 10 years, put out by a company that's given us absolutely no reason to trust it whatsoever. Has Windows gotten better? Ever? Has it gotten better since 95, since 3.1, since Windows 386, since Windows 3.1, since Windows 95, Windows 98, Windows 2000, Windows XP, Vista, now Windows 7? Has it gotten any better progressively? No, it hasn't gotten any better. What makes you think it's going to get better now? What makes you think Windows 7 is going to be any different? Seriously, if you look back over the years and compare the operating system, nothing's changed. It hasn't gotten better. They're still telling you to put antivirus software on there. Go a day without any security software or antivirus software. Go a week and do your normal thing. If you surf porn sites, surf porn sites. If you torrent, torrent. Run your Windows machine without an antivirus for a month or a week and tell me Windows has changed. Windows sucks, 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 Windows 7 sucks.